This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Let's talk about New Year's Revolution. It's the first Raw pay-per-view we would see Cena defend the WWE title against Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle, Carlito, Chris Masters, and Kane. You're not a part of the commentary team. This is Joey Styles, Jonathan Coachman, and Jerry Lawler on the show. You had been taken off the air the prior year due to your colon issue. And it was reported that even though you weren't on the air, you're still working backstage helping produce. Were you at this show? How was this commentary team to produce?
Where was this show at?
Well, let's look.
I can't I remember them better. I'm sure I was.
It was in Albany, New York.
Yeah, that'd been a car trip from where I lived to Norwalk. Yeah, well, it was just a way of staying connected, staying on the team, staying involved, participating, contributing. And I certainly had a different style of producing talent than they were perhaps accustomed to with Vince doing it. So, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed helping the guys, and I didn't scream at them. I didn't yell at them. I didn't interrupt them in mid-sentence in a live show. But we prepared well together, and I'd feed little things here, there, and yon. But it was fun. I enjoyed doing that. It kept me back in the game because I sat home, man, already battling facial paralysis, not knowing if I'm going to come back or I can come back or they want me back. It just gave me another skill, another tool in the toolbox, Conrad, that I could utilize to maintain my employment, shall we say.
WWE versus ECW was live on the USA Network. We had you and King doing commentary for the WWE, Styles and Taz for ECW. What do you remember about working a 4-man booth? That's got to be stressful no matter who your other partners are, right?
Yeah, it's crowded. It's very crowded. And it's, everybody's got to be very, as much as you can, be very unselfish. Everybody's worried about who's getting the most mic time. And, the ECW thing was kind of perceived even then as here's what we want to do, but until we do it, it's not a done deal. So there was a lot of, I'm thinking a lot of uncomfortableness with some of the ECW alums. But, I'm not the 3-man booth is challenging enough. You had a 4th person there, and it gets really dicey because it's hard to maintain your continuity, your storytelling. If you and I and Bull Ramus are doing a show, we have to listen to each other and keep our stories connecting the dots. If you have an agenda, Conrad, where you think you got to get something in really important, then it's got to fit within the context of what we're presenting, what we're seeing on the screen, not to get your line in, or I haven't said anything in a few seconds, so I need to get something in here. But it was crowded. It was crowded, but I don't remember it being a bad experience. Taz and Joey Styles had worked together. They've been together a lot in ECW, not as broadcasters, I don't think, but certainly knowing each other very well. And they're both very strong ECW loyalists, and that was good, quite frankly. So I don't remember me having too many arguments with Joey or Taz whatsoever. Now, Lawler being the somewhat antagonist of our team,
right?
He had some fun with it, but that's how it should have been. And Taz, in conversely, had some fun with Lawler. But a 4-man booth is challenging. You got to really listen to each other and can keep the dots connected. It's still going to be about storytelling, and ultimately and foremost about getting talent over, or a match over, or the event over. So it was interesting, but it was much like Cena's experience. Let's try it. It's different. So we did that. We tried it. It was different, and certainly was worth the try to make it happen. It was a nice little tension thing, and I thought that was good. And ECW needed to be attitudinal. They needed to be a little abrasive, because that was their image and their entire brand for their entire run.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.